Let me talk to somebody who's been crying over a door that slammed in your face. You thought that opportunity was it. You thought that relationship was the one. You thought that job, that business, that open door was your breakthrough. But then God, in His infinite wisdom, reached down and closed it, and you were left standing there, confused, heartbroken, maybe even angry. But let me tell you something that's going to shift your perspective. Just because the door closed doesn't mean God has abandoned you. In fact, it's often the greatest sign that He's helping you. You see, we often ask God to bless us, but we don't always like how He does it. We pray for His will, but we forget that His will includes protection. And protection sometimes looks like rejection. That closed door wasn't a punishment. It was mercy in motion. God saw what was on the other side of that opportunity and said, "No, not for my child." You were looking at the surface, but He was looking deeper. He saw the betrayal, the burnout, the breakdown, the trap that was ahead. And in His love, He said, I would rather you cry over what you lost than be destroyed by what you could have had. Let me make this plain. Not every open door is a God door. Just because something is available doesn't mean it's ordained. The enemy knows how to dangle shiny things too. But when you walk with God, He reserves the right to shut down what looks good to preserve what is good. So don't curse the closed door thank God for it That denial was divine. That interruption was intentional. That missed opportunity was miraculous. And sometimes God will let the door shut without explanation. No warning, no closure, just a slam and silence. And in that silence He's saying, trust me. Oh, that's hard, that's real faith. Faith that says, God, I don't understand it, but I still believe you're helping me. Faith that doesn't need answers to stay anchored. Faith that says, even this must be working for my good. When a door closes, don't just mourn it move on because God is not a one door kind of God. He's the God of many rooms many ways many paths If He closed one, He's preparing another, and when He opens it, when it's time, it won't just be a door, it'll be the right door, the one you don't have to force, the one that comes with peace, clarity, and favor. So wipe your tears, child of God. Stop knocking on something that's already been locked by heaven. What God closes, no man can open. And that's not a threat, that's a promise. It means you're being helped, not hindered. You're being spared, not stuck. You're not being denied. You're being directed, and where God directs, He provides. Where He closes one thing, He's already opening something greater. Hold your head up. The closed door was a gift in disguise. Some of you are crying out to God, wondering why everything around you feels tight, uneasy, and unfamiliar. You're not in sin. You're not out of order. You're just uncomfortable. And you think something's wrong, but let me tell you the truth that will shake the lies of the enemy off your life. You are not being punished. You are being prepared, That discomfort you're feeling, that restlessness, that strange dissatisfaction with where you used to feel settled, that's not a curse. It's a sign that God is moving you into something greater. See, comfort zones are where dreams go to die. Comfort zones are where callings get suffocated. You can't grow where you're too comfortable. And God loves you too much to leave you where you've outgrown. He will stir your spirit. He will agitate your peace. He will allow situations to lose their flavor just to show you it's time to go. When He gets ready to shift you, He doesn't always ask for your permission. He'll pull the rug out, let things shake, and suddenly the place that felt like home now feels like a prison. But don't fight it asterisk asterisk, follow it asterisk asterisk. That discomfort is divine, that pressure is his push. God uses discomfort to signal development. You're not stuck, you're stretching. Your heart feels uneasy because your destiny is calling. And when destiny starts to call, the nest starts to shake. Just like a mother eagle stirs the nest to get her babies ready to fly, God will stir your environment, your emotions, even your relationships to get you ready for what's next. You keep trying to settle, but God says, I didn't design you to settle. I designed you to soar. And let me tell you, transition is uncomfortable. Growth hurts. Development demands discomfort. That's why you're tired and can't explain it. That's why you don't fit in with people you used to laugh with. That's why the job that once fulfilled you now feels like a cage, because your calling is pulling you to more. And when God pulls you into more, he disconnects you from less. That tension, you feel it's not confusion, it's construction. He's building something in you, and anything that's under construction looks messy for a while. So don't be afraid of the discomfort. Don't panic because you don't feel peace in the same places anymore. That's your cue, that's your sign, that's your confirmation. God is preparing a place for you, but he's also preparing you for the place. You can't carry yesterday's habits into tomorrow's promise. You can't walk into destiny with a survival mindset. So he's stretching you, shaping you, pressing you, and yes, it's uncomfortable, but that's how transformation works. Stop rebuking what God is using. The discomfort is not the enemy, it's the evidence. Evidence that God is working, that heaven is shifting, that change is coming. So lean in. Trust the process, because your discomfort is not the end. It's the beginning of something greater. You've been wondering why people are walking away. Friends turning cold. Relationships falling apart. Connections that once felt divine now feel distant. And your heart is breaking because you thought they would be with you forever. You thought they'd ride with you into the next chapter. But let me tell you something powerful and painful. God will start removing people from your life when he's preparing to elevate you. C, we love loyalty, we crave community, but God isn't trying to keep you surrounded. He's trying to keep you aligned. Everybody that started with you isn't assigned to finish with you. Some people were only meant to be part of your story for a season, not your destiny. And if you try to hold on to people God is removing, you'll end up delaying your own purpose. God is doing some pruning, and yes, pruning hurts, but pruning is not punishment it's preparation When God gets ready to elevate you, he starts subtracting. He clears the room before he blesses the stage. He removes distractions before he releases destiny. He shifts your circle because the next level you're headed to requires a different kind of company. Some of the people around you now can't handle where God is taking you. They're not bad people. They're just not your people for what's next. You've been asking God for growth, for vision, for favor, and he's answering by isolating you, because some blessings can only be birthed in solitude. Some callings are too heavy to carry with extra baggage. Some elevations require separation. That's why the phone stopped ringing. That's why they stopped checking in. That's why the love turned lukewarm. God is doing you a favor. You see, we don't always recognize when God is rescuing us, because it feels like rejection. But don't confuse separation with abandonment. God isn't taking people from you to leave you alone. He's creating space to send who you need . You can't meet your destiny partners while you're clinging to familiar company. He can't bring new relationships while you're holding on to old attachments. And hear this, don't chase what God cut off. Don't beg people to stay who are only assigned to pass through. If they walked away, let them walk. If they disconnected, bless them and release them. Because when the wrong people leave, the right things start happening. Sometimes your healing is hidden in your separation. So don't mourn the loss too long. Don't look back wishing for what was. Look forward to what is coming . You're not being left behind. You're being launched ahead. You're not being abandoned. You're being advanced. God is trimming your life for takeoff. Let them go. Trust the process and remember this. Elevation often begins with isolation . If God is removing people, He's making room for something greater. Get ready. Something better is coming. Sometimes we think that if God is really helping us, He'll speak in lightning bolts, thunderclaps, burning bushes. We wait for a booming voice from heaven or a grand revelation in the clouds. But let me tell you, God doesn't always speak loud. He speaks true. And when you've got spiritual ears to hear, you'll start noticing that God is talking to you all the time in ways that don't make sense to the natural mind. You may be sitting in your car and a song comes on the radio that hits you right where your heart is hurting. That's not just music, that's ministry. You may be scrolling your phone and a quote, a verse, a sentence jumps out and arrests your spirit. That's not coincidence, that's confirmation. God is speaking, He's guiding, He's showing you that you're not alone in this. See, the Lord doesn't need a pulpit to preach. He doesn't need a platform to get your attention. He can use a stranger's kind words, a conversation with your child, even your own thoughts that suddenly carry more weight than usual. God uses unlikely places and unexpected moments to drop clarity in your spirit. And you've got to be sensitive enough to recognize that still, small voice. The more you seek Him, the more you start to see His fingerprints in the everyday details. You're not crazy for feeling a tug in your heart when you hear something that speaks directly to your situation. That's not random. That's God confirming His presence . He's saying, yes, I see you. Yes, I'm here. Yes, you're on the right track. Sometimes it's not even about what's said. It's about how it hits . That moment when you know deep down, this was for me. That's the voice of your helper. That's divine assistance in disguise. You're waiting for something big, but God is working in the quiet. While you're looking for fireworks, He's sending you signs. While you're asking for answers, He's sending whispers. The question is, are you paying attention, or are you so caught up in the chaos of life that you're missing the gentle nudges of the Spirit? Don't ignore the inner stirrings. Don't dismiss the subtle cues. God is not just speaking through preachers and prophets, He's speaking through your daily walk, through nature, through timing, through open doors and even closed ones. Every delay, every disruption, every unexpected change, He's in it. That strange peace you feel in the middle of your storm, that's Him. That sudden conviction when you're about to make a wrong choice, that's Him. You don't need a sign from the sky when you've got the Spirit inside. Listen, look again. The direction you've been asking for may already be in your path. You just haven't recognized it yet. God is talking. The only question is are you listening? You keep asking God to bless you, to take you higher, to increase your capacity, to use you for His glory. But what you didn't expect was the pressure that came with the process. What you didn't know was that before he can pour out the blessing, he has to stretch the vessel. And stretching doesn't feel spiritual. It doesn't feel comfortable. It doesn't feel like favor. It feels like you're being pulled in 1,000 directions. It feels like you're being tested, challenged, and pushed beyond what you thought you could take. But let me tell you, that's stretching. It's not to break you, it's to build you. God is enlarging your capacity for what's next. You can't carry a next-level blessing with a yesterday-sized mindset. You can't walk in a new anointing with old strength. So he stretches you. He allows circumstances to go beyond your control, not to punish you, but to prepare you. That pain you're feeling, that's capacity being built. That tension in your life, that's faith being strengthened. That confusion in your heart, that's dependency being deepened. He's stretching you because he's about to bless you. Just like a rubber band has to be pulled back before it can launch forward, God will pull you out of your comfort zone, stretch your patience, stretch your obedience, stretch your trust. Because the distance of the stretch determines the speed of the release. You want destiny, then get ready for the discomfort that comes before it. You want to go higher, then prepare to be stretched deeper. God never stretches what he doesn't plan to use. He never tests what he doesn't intend to trust. And if he's allowing this stretching in your life, it means he sees something in you that's ready to be elevated. It means he's about to do something through you that will require a new level of strength, grace, and endurance. You're not being punished. You're being prepared. You're not being forsaken. You're being formed. Don't resist the stretch. Embrace it. Because the very thing that feels like it's tearing you apart is what's actually putting you together. That pressure is producing perseverance. That trial is unlocking your testimony. That weight is building your spiritual muscle. You're growing even if it doesn't feel like it. You're being developed, not destroyed. And when it's over, when the stretching has completed its work, you'll look back and see that you were stronger than you thought, wiser than you knew, and more anointed than you imagined. You'll walk into rooms you weren't ready for before. You'll handle battles that would have crushed you last season. You'll carry blessings that once seemed out of reach, because now you're stretched enough to hold them. So don't run from the stretch. Let it do its work. Because after the pain, the pressure, the pulling comes the promise. There comes a point in your journey where everything around you looks like it's falling apart. Doors are closing. People are leaving. Prayers seem unanswered. You're walking through valleys that feel darker than you ever imagined. And the enemy starts whispering, "Where is your God now?" But let me tell you something that will ignite your spirit. The very fact that you still have faith is the greatest sign that God is helping you. When everything around you tells you to give up, and you still choose to believe, that's evidence that heaven is holding you. You may not have the money yet. You may not have the breakthrough yet. You may not have the answer yet. But if you still have faith, even a mustard seed of belief, then God is still working. Faith is not something you conjure up on your own. It's a gift, a seed that God himself planted in your soul. And when the storm tries to blow it away and it's still there, that's divine help. The world measures help by what you can see, by blessings you can touch, by results you can count. But God's help often shows up in the invisible, in the strength to get out of bed when depression tells you to stay down, in the peace that makes no sense when chaos surrounds you, in the courage to keep praying when nothing is changing. That's not you being strong. That's God being faithful. You see, real faith doesn't need favorable conditions. Real faith shows up in the fire, stands in the flood, and walks through the wilderness still whispering, God is with me. That kind of faith doesn't come from human strength. It's a gift, and if you've still got it, you've still got heaven on your side. Some people are waiting for miracles, but let me tell you, asterisk, your faith is the miracle. Asterisk, you're still standing, you're still believing. You're still lifting your hands and praising, even with tears in your eyes. That's supernatural. That's evidence that the hand of God is up under you, holding you together when everything else is falling apart. Don't underestimate the power of holding on. You may not be shouting, but you're standing. You may not be dancing, but you're surviving. And sometimes that quiet endurance is the loudest declaration of faith. Every time you choose to trust instead of fear, to hope instead of quit, to believe instead of break, that's a moment where God is helping you. So don't wait for the blessing to say you're blessed. Don't wait for the healing to say you're helped. If you still have faith, then God is active in your life. He hasn't abandoned you. He hasn't turned his back. He's just working in ways your eyes can't see, but your spirit knows. That whisper in your soul that says, keep going, that's him. Hold on to your faith, because it's not just belief, it's proof. It's proof that heaven hasn't forgotten you, proof that the story isn't over, proof that help is already here.